Welcome to Year of the Metal Rat Cancer. Year of the Yang Metal Rat begins on January 25th of 2020, lasting through until February 11th of 2021. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian Seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic Mystic, and this is the readings by Rosemary Angelic Transmission. Now, rats are very useful creatures. Scientists use lab rats in experiments to bring better treatment modalities to human beings. Sometimes lab assistants have told me that they wonder if laboratory rats are actually experimenting on their human master's degree and doctorate degree students that care for them. Now, in reality, who is serving who? Some people think that rats are not important at all, but nothing could be further from the truth. Rat came in first place in the Jade Emperor Zodiac race. Now, more on that later in this video. For now, we're going to take a look at some of the specifics for you Cancer the Crab during Year of the Yang Metal Rat. Now, astrology sort of lucky charms for you during this year for Cancer the Crab. We're going to put up a diagram here, a couple diagrams of the astrology wheel. Now, in Western astrology, Cancer the Crab is found here in the natural fourth house and is associated with the Chinese zodiac animal of sheep. Okay, and we're going to get into that more a little bit later on. Also, Sagittarius the Archer, the natural ninth house, is the Western sign, and for the Chinese zodiac sign that's associated with Sagittarius, it's rat. Okay, so this year is rat. It corresponds with Sagittarius. And Cancer the Crab is associated with sheep. Now, the fourth house in Western astrology, a natural fourth house, is associated with hearth, home, and family. The natural ninth house is associated with things like life path meaning. So we're going to get into some specifics for you again later on, a little bit more about how these two systems kind of coincide and what you kind of expect from this year and some compatibility. For right now, though, we're going to get into just the lucky charms. Now, the gemstone for the sign of Cancer is ruby. Beautiful ruby it's a lucky auspicious stone. The colors red, cream, yellow, and amber are auspicious colors for Cancer the Crab. And your numbers, Cancer, are 2, 6, and 2, 8, and 9. 2, 8, and 9. Okay, that's for Cancer the Crab. Now, metal rat lucky charms for the gemstone, specifically for Yang metal rat year, because there's rat year every 12 years, Yang metal rat every 60 years. So specifically for Yang metal rat year, the gemstone, the lucky gemstone, is watermelon tourmaline. Beautiful, beautiful gemstone, watermelon tourmaline. Colors are gold, white, blue, and green. Gold, white, blue, and green for metal rat lucky charms. And for Yang metal rat, the lucky numbers are 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. Now, the number combination specifics, although generally speaking the numbers 4, 5, and 9 are not recommended during a rat year, throughout a Yang metal rat year, 5 and 9 are more promising than during other elemental rat years. Color combination specifics, generally colors are not really recommended during year of the rat are brown and yellow. Nevertheless, for the duration of a Yang metal rat year, yellow is more propitious than during other elemental rat years. Now, regarding the compatibility with other animal personalities on the Chinese zodiac wheel, rat loves other rat personalities. Rat loves dragon, and rat loves monkey. Rat really likes snake. Rat really likes rooster. Really likes ox, pig, and rabbit. Rat likes goat, dog, and tiger. Now, rat dislikes horse. So that's good to remember during this year. Now, Cancer personality during Yang metal rat year brings out qualities of being more astounding, more tough, more prominent, which will add much influence to Cancer's, kind of sensitive nature, thus enabling Cancer to attain much precision towards aspirations set for herself or himself. Yang metal rat year is a time to set the mind's eye upon attention towards self, upon yourself, upon one's own, on one's own agenda and one's own clever schemes. Now, the crab's intention to gain rapport with others, along with attributes of being sort of specious, approachable, and tender, will profit considerably from Yang metal elements. Rat is a chic creature, very, very kind of in style and chic, unyielding, agile, and nimble. Yang metal specifically puts the crab into the spotlight, as well as adding purpose into the blend, bringing Cancer's higher objectives into complete reality. Cancer will also get an added bonus from Rat's ample energy, which gives the crab a capability to accomplish many personal goals. Rat's absolute life plan is brought into view upon the horizon during Yang metal rat year. So it's kind of so that others are going to be able to benefit from the crab's superior paradigm. The crab's love of hearth, home, and family finds realization from Rat's sort of seasonal aspect of winter to keep Cancer sociable, alert, innovative, and balanced for victory. Year of the metal rat's sort of glitter and vivacious style will add an autonomy and a fresh approach, which will make Cancer's open-hearted purpose easy to comprehend, but also to understand and put into action. And you're going to be able to put your plans and your schemes into action because of Rat's sort of water element component. Okay, and that the Yang metal rat year is also going to give Cancer the desire necessary to drive home plans, and also the focus required to achieve long-term goals. Now, Cancer's place on the Jade Emperor Zodiac race. Now, how Cancer, the crab's correspondence of sheep, how sheep fared in this race. Western astrology sign of Cancer, the crab, corresponds with Chinese zodiac sign of sheep, who crossed the finish line in 8th place in the race held by the Jade Emperor. And this was his race for the purpose of affixing 12 animal personalities onto the astrology wheel. Now, first of all, to get onto the wheel at all, the 12 animals, out of all the animals in creation, just only 12 animals chosen, coming in 8th place isn't really it isn't bad, especially since rat came in first, above horse and above dragon. There's other things involved in placement. And if you did come in first, it might be because you have more friends and you helped your friends and they helped you. So it's kind of lonely to be at the top sometimes. And sometimes it's more friendly to not be at the top, but just be sort of in the middle, but just to be on the wheel is really important. And so you might, and those who came in last, like pig, might enjoy life more. So, there's, as my Catholic priest always says, there's always a curse in every blessing and a blessing in every curse. So remember that as we get into this legend of the Jade Emperor's race. Now, remember, he was affixing 12 animal personalities onto the zodiac wheel. Now, the legend goes like this. Now remember, Cancer is associated with sheep. Okay? So again, it goes like this. The legend. The rooster found a raft and invited monkey and sheep to voyage on this pontoon all together, so that they all could get to the finish line and attain their place in the Jade Emperor's Chinese astrology zodiac wheel, because they had to cross a river. So they got this, rooster got this raft, this pontoon, and invited monkey, his friends, monkey and sheep, to go with him. Now, rooster, monkey, and sheep all helped to paddle the craft by using branches gotten from the shores of the river. Now, sheep helped rooster and monkey to stay very calm and made sure everyone worked together to navigate and propel the little flotilla, and stay calm you know, and to make sure that everyone worked together and make sure that everybody should sort of, you know, paddle the little boat on the river so as to finish the race within sort of a reasonable amount of time. Now, since sheep had been able, you know, to be so helpful in forming their friendship, because sheep was very important in helping rooster and monkey form their friendship so that they could get this, you know, boat, so that they could all use it and all work together and all get, you know, good placements and get on the wheel at all. Okay, so sheep was very important in helping form the friendships because of the heartwarming aspect of sheep, and thus it encouraged others. You know, sheep encouraged monkey and encouraged also rooster, and encouraged them to be more cooperative with each other and to get the raft, you know, maybe to help rooster to get the raft in the first place, and make a cooperative effort. This was coming from sheep, by heartening rooster and monkey to not give up. Cancer, or the crab, you're associated with sheep, so sheep kept telling monkey, which is associated with Leo, you know, and rooster to sort of keep going and to not give up. Now, rooster and monkey decided to let sheep go before them and claim 8th place. So that was, they went after sheep because sheep played such an important role. So it's a very heartwarming story, and it's really good to know how important sheep was in this, in how they fared in the race. Now, for Cancer is a cardinal water sign. Now, the yang qualities of the year of the yang middle rat will heat up and speed up, brighten and dry the crab's fire of water, sort of amorous, amenable, which means very friendly, vital, aware attributes. Now, yang element gives Cancer an occasion for obtaining a more lavish qualities of travel and social gatherings and night out on the town, and, you know, and entertaining company executives and organization, institutional, you know, these kind of people that run big organizations like the CEOs, that kind of thing, just for having fun with romantic interests or family or friends, you know, whether whether it's business, family, or pleasure, whether you're entertaining the CEO or their whole family, or, you know, entertaining a dinner party. This is really going to be important during this time, and Cancer will connect. Okay, Cancer will be able to connect with others through work parties, family dinners, or social club get-togethers. Now, this helps to keep all attendees engaged, entertained, and having a fun time in Yang Metal Rat year, primarily when general cold rat qualities of winter are taken into account. Now, Yang Metal Rat year is also cooled and soothed by the element of water, which is the main element associated with rat in Chinese astrology. Metal shares masculine attributes with Yang of being flexible and firm, although metal is also constant, which is more of a yin attribute. Now, Yang metal is a heating of metal, and it brings out qualities of being shaped and fashioned, and the equilibrium is going to be made steady and balanced from chilling winter and colder water characteristics. Thereby, it'll sort of tranquilize and cool the emotions aroused by the jealousy of others. Yang Metal Rat year will be lively, indispensable, and convincing, requiring Cancer the crab to keep opposing forces of dream and desire and cold, hard reality in equal measure. This will lighten up the crab's already cardinal nature while adding peaceful humors, you know, towards stating, you know, that their goals in life and starting new life cycles. You're going to begin new life cycles. Yang Metal Rat year initiates much admiration, wonder, covetousness, and, you know, jealousy, audacity, and cupidity, and greed for total independence, and a compelling urge for control when it comes to achievement of one's own personal dreams. This is Yang Metal Rat year. Focus on self, drive your goals forward. Cancer must focus upon self during Yang Metal Rat year if personal goals are to be fulfilled and the crab's project brought through into completion. Your projects and goals brought into fulfillment and realization. It's all about self-fulfillment during Yang Metal Rat year. Charming, mischievous, indispensable, witty, lithe, and efficient Metal Rat makes endeavors in life realistically attainable, fundamentally tangible, and noticeable, with enough acumen for finding fascinating friends and clever modalities of entertainment that Cancer enjoys so much throughout Yang Metal Rat year. Now, Cancer the crab year of the Yang metal rat lesson. What is the lesson that you're going to really have to pay attention to and learn during this year? Now, avoid getting involved in situations where the crab's family, friends, and associates or co-workers become pawns of manipulation for those who are jealous or envious of Cancer. Yang metal rat year's best motto is the cliche, every man for himself, no matter your age, your gender, or your creed. It is a time to focus upon Cancer's own needs and long-held dreams that the crab might have really forgotten about thus far in life in favor of pleasing others. Personal aspirations and self-care should be seen as high-mindedly worthwhile goals at this juncture, and this is going to be true primarily since rat year is a start of a new cycle every 12 years. Rat year every 12 years, and Yang metal rat year, which gives Cancer the freedom required to move personal goals forward, occurs only once every 60 years. It's now or never is another popular saying that applies at this point in time. That's another cliche that's very important at this juncture. Now, Cancer the crab, year of the Yang metal rat blessing, your blessing. Expect more generous opportunities to be offered to Cancer during this astrological cycle. Throughout an interval of influential arguments that drive needed outcomes forward, the crab's ability to be compassionate and sensitive will be of substantial merit, particularly since Yang metal rat year moves plans ahead towards achievable outcomes. Cancer's natural cardinal sign nature adds a great deal of worth to engaging in business and commerce and exchange. With that said, business, trade, or individual relationships with the crab are bound to necessitate a tolerant approach, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do for others, but you really got to focus on yourself and your own business. Okay, now chiefly at this juncture, especially got to focus on it when Yang metal elements are already encouraging entrepreneurs to come up with sort of innovative promotional schemes and novel ideas. Cancer's livelihood, your personal dealings, and your well-being will all be really strengthened in year of the Yang metal rat if monies are intended and channeled towards providing for the crab's personal needs, your personal requirements, rather than allocating revenue towards other people's endeavors. Don't give your money to other people in year of the Yang metal rat if you want your goals to move forward. It's essential. This is the time for self. This is the time to bring your goals forward. Now, Cancer will most likely be overwhelmed with prospects coming from people that want or need the crab's sensitivity and receptivity. So you're going to find that. Now, Cancer will also be able to find out that you're going to be very noticeable. You're going to be in big demand from people or factions desiring to hire skilled and experienced personnel as well as capable team workers or salespeople for their advertising tactics or product testing programs. Cancer will cause individuals who feel anxious due to potent energies unleashed by Yang metal rat year to sense that their plans are clever and that their goals are attainable, so that they may pursue their objectives with vim and with vigor. Okay? The crab will be able to make a profitable business undertaking out of this talent to cause others to become enthusiastic about their future goals through crabs, through the crabs, sort of contacts. And during this time, you're going to be able to find that others are going to feel like they can make a profit from your talents and your ability to cause other people to be real enthusiastic about their future goals. And this is going to come through the ability of the crab to sort of relate in an approachable and a compassionate manner. So other people who need somebody to help their business profit, they're going to need someone who's approachable. They're going to need someone who's compassionate, who can deal with people and help their businesses make profits. Because businesses have gotten really good at making profits. What they've lost is the people they've made profits from. Because nobody's approachable and nobody's friendly anymore and nobody's compassionate anymore. People have lost the personal touch. So people who are good at personal touch are going to be hired by people who know how to make profits, And then they'll be able to reconnect with the clients that they lost touch with because they forgot how to be compassionate, because they forgot how to be friendly, because they started to be all about money. And Cancer the Crab is going to be helpful in helping them reconnect with their clients, because you can be personable and compassionate and approachable. Now, feasibility is a superior attribute in year of the Yang metal rat. How feasible is it? How realistic is it? And that's what Cancer is going to bring to the table, and where they're going to need you. And they're going to need you a lot, okay? So it'll be very good. That's the side of you they're going to need. Now, we're going to now get into specifically a lot of very important things about year of the Yang metal rat, and all of even not only just the astrology, the Chinese astrology, when we have the Yang aspect and the metal aspect and the rat aspect, but also we're going to also get into the guardian angels for you. And we're going to talk about the celestial angels and the earthly angels and the branches and stems, celestial stems, and that kind of thing. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute here. Now we're going to look at the year of the rat and how it corresponds with the sign of Sagittarius, the archer, in Western astrology. So we have a little diagram here with the wheel of the zodiac, and it is here. Sagittarius, the archer, is in the 9th position. It's in the natural 9th house, with Aries being number 1, the natural 9th house of the zodiac of life path meaning, Sagittarius the archer. Now that corresponds again with rat in Chinese astrology. So again, Western astrology, sign of Sagittarius, corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of rat. Okay, now legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rat came in first place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Rat made a deal to catch, to kind of catch a ride with Cat on Ox. So, Rat had the idea, and he convinced Cat to sort of hitchhike a ride on top of the ox, because they were the best of friends, the cat and the rat, and thought that ox would be able to sort of cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Now, rat made a move that caused cat to be thrown off ox, allowing rat to get ahead of everyone and finish in first place. Rat finished in first place. Now, according to legend, this is why nowadays rat and cat do not get along, even though they used to be very close friends. The cat is mad at rat, and rat knows why, and also recognizes that cat's anger is right, which is why we see cat always chasing rat to get retribution, and rat running away from cat. Okay, now, regarding the metal rat attributes for year of the Yang, metal rat has general rat qualities and is known to be essential, animated, vigilant, and also clever, although fragile, amusing, watchful, and lithe. Now, metal qualities will add much strength and steely nerve, willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to rat's more lively, humorous, quick, and dynamic personality attributes. Now, regarding the metal rat advice for year of the Yang metal rat, Yang metal rat is a year to focus, really focus in, center in on the parts of life that bring out one's enthusiasm, obsessions, self-concerns in life. This is not a time for philanthropic ideas or ventures unless such activities are beneficial where self-interests are concerned. A desire for freedom will prevail during Yang metal rat year, which should not be denied, lest breakups or abandonment become the only way to attain such personal emancipation. Metal rat year is an excellent time frame in which to find solutions for any troubles that might have resulted from keeping a slower pace during the previous year of the Yin Earth Pig. Now, indeed, this is the period to sort of play catch-up because yang metal rat affords one intelligent and covetousness and control to do so. Now, regarding metal rat influence, yang metal rat begins a new cycle in Chinese astrology, and this is very important since any rat year starts another cycle of 12 Chinese animal zodiac signs. New cycles in astrology cause new plans to be developed, fresh ideas to be considered or proposed, and innovative projects to be started. Trying out new things or initiating new situations must involve some chance, and therefore one must be mindful in order to make sure that such risks have a high probability of succeeding. Year of the Rat repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yang Metal Rat repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2020, 2080, 2140, 2200, 2260, and 2320. Traditional Chinese zodiac places rat, which associates again with Sagittarius, Sagittarius the archer, in Western astrology system at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st, and pig, which associates with the sign of Scorpio, which is right before Sagittarius, at the ending, okay, of the zodiac, from October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. So the beginning of the Chinese zodiac is rat, that associates with Sagittarius, and the ending of the Chinese zodiac is pig, which associates with Scorpio. Okay, so that's where their delineation occurs. That's a difference where our delineation occurs at Aries and Pisces. Okay, all right. So now, with that said, it is also, though, intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending again between rat, Sagittarius, and pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Okay, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It is equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October is actually being their new year. Okay, so that's one sort of coincidence. Also, being a lunar calendar. That's why it's a lunar calendar. So you see these similarities when you have lunar calendars. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of Western zodiac sign, which is Aries again. Now that's Aries is associated with dragon, and Pisces is associated with the tail of Western astrology, and Pisces is associated with rabbit. Pisces is associated with rabbit. Okay, and that's very important to understand how these all sort of, where the slight differences and where they also have similarities. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are many cultures, more than one New Year's celebratory festivals in a year. And in the Hebrew calendar, that was used in the Bible, and that Jesus Christ utilized since he was Jewish, a Jewish rabbi, and what is still used, it's a lunisolar calendar. So they have the lunar, but they also still pay very close attention to the lunar months and the lunar, like the beginning, when there's a full moon, when there's a new moon, and all the various attributes, and starting with the new moon. So it's very important, and that's where a lot of secrets are kept, is in the lunar. A lot of spiritual secrets are in the lunar mysteries. Okay, now metal rat year is formed from the attributes of being the 7th heavenly stem of yang metal, gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the first earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. And in many ways, this is very much similar to Kabbalah and to Christian and Jewish Kabbalah, because you're taking like an attribute. Even tarot talks about that. You take an attribute like the fire signs in Western astrology, and then you have fire of fire and air of fire and water of fire, and that's reflected in the tarot cards in Western astrology. So you see these these celestial stems and branches are very similar. It's very, very similar. So it's also important to note that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the metal rat being a yang metal rat year. Yang metal rat. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, the primary guardian angels, we're going to go into a little bit here, some guardian angels you can use during this year if you're familiar with some of the more familiar guardian angels. We'd like to give you some which will be helpful during year of the yang metal rat, and because of the associations that are, we're going to show you how, if we're utilizing Sagittarius and yang and also metal, how this will kind of give you the right guardian angels to utilize to make this a very auspicious and prosperous and lucky year for you. Now, primary guardian angels, again, for year of the yang metal rat. Okay, elemental archangel of metal is a bit tricky since Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood. Okay, so Western does not have wood and metal. Okay, so also Chinese elements themselves do not include the element of air. So you have 5 in Chinese and 4 in the Western system. Therefore, we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of yang and the Western zodiac sign of Sagittarius to help us find the best representations of these guardian archangels for you. Now, yang corresponds with fire and does as does the sign of Sagittarius the archer. So yang and Sagittarius both correspond with fire. And again, Sagittarius corresponds to the rat, okay, in Chinese astrology. Therefore, archangel of the element of fire, being the elemental archangel Michael or Michael. Okay, we're all, most of us anyway, are familiar with the archangel Michael or Michael. Michael will represent and present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Now again, year of the rat in Chinese astrology corresponds with zodiac sign of Sagittarius in Western astrology and consequently associates with elemental archangel of fire signs referred to in various Christian and ancient Christian and also Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures as being, again, Michael or Michael, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. I'm talking about the Sagittarius, that association. Now, we are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Adnachiel is our association, Adnachiel, for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra-biblical Christian Jewish writings. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their masculine forms due to yang elemental association of yang in metal rat year. Yang metal rat, yang is masculine, yin is feminine, so since it's yang metal rat year, it is going to be a more masculine presentation of these archangels. Now the secondary guardian angels for yang metal rat year, planetary archangels which associate with Sagittarius, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the rat, again Sagittarius, year of the rat, okay, is the angelic ruler of Jupiter, being Sachiel. Awareness of both Western or Eastern astrology associations is very helpful in this matter. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for yang metal rat year. Okay, we're going to go over the earth, the grounded earth angelic coordinates, and the celestial, heavenly, celestial, angelic coordinates. Because even though we're using Michael for fire and all of that, and Raphael, and Uriel, okay, and Gabriel. We're using these traditional guardian angels, these 4 guardian archangels of the Watchtower. We are utilizing them, but keep in mind that their positions, where they're placed, is different on the Earth coordinates than in the celestial coordinates. Okay, it's a different because we're going with elements of the Earth and then where the constellations are. So they have different positions where they are located, and we're going to go over that for you to make it easy. But we'll make it easy for you. Okay, so again, these are going to be both Earth and celestial angelic coordinates. Now, for Earth coordinates, Earth first, of elemental guardian, elemental archangel of Earth is the Archangel Uriel. The Archangel Uriel. Now, in the East, the elemental archangel of air is Raphael. Raphael, again, these are for the Earth coordinates, but this is in the East, elemental archangel of air, Raphael. In Earth coordinates, in the South, we're going to have in the South, for the Earth coordinates, in the South, elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay, now in the West, we're going to have elemental archangel of water, Gabriel, for the Earth coordinates. The Earth coordinates in the West, elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. Gabriel. Now we're going to look at the celestial coordinates of elemental guardian angels. All right, these guardian angels, these elemental angels, archangels of the watchtowers. Now, the celestial coordinates are as follows. In the north, when you're talking about the celestial, in the north, okay, the north elemental archangel of water is Gabriel. Gabriel in the north, elemental archangel of water in the celestial coordinates. Now, the east elemental archangel is Michael of fire. So in the celestial coordinates, the east is elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay? Okay. Now, the celestial coordinates for the south, celestial coordinates, elemental archangel of earth, Uriel is in the south. In the south, in the celestial coordinates, all right? And in the west, finally, for the celestial coordinates, the elemental archangel of air in the west, in the celestial coordinates, the archangel of air, Raphael. Raphael. All right, so these again are the angels that people are, many people in many cultures are very much familiar with. They're very familiar guardian archangels and elemental archangels of the watchtowers in both the earth and the heavens. Now, fortunate compass directions in year of the Yang metal rat finds good fortune, new opportunity, and prosperity in the northeast, the southeast, and west directions. Now we're going to go over Yang. Yang is masculine. Yang is day. Yang is hot. It's fire. It is dry. It is summer. It is the outer portion. It is energetic. It is expanding. It is hard, like the metal, Yang metal rat, and it is dorsal, the back part. It is dorsal, and it is outer, exterior. Okay? Now for the metal attributions, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, and very self-assured. But also with metal, you're going to have the element is going to also have dry and grief and pungent and be associated with the nose, with willpower and resolve, strong as metal. General rat associations, Yang. This is for the general rat association, for the animal of rat in the Chinese zodiac. General rat associations, again, rat is considered also to be Yang. Rat is winter though. Winter. Also rat is also water. Sagittarius again, and lily of the valley is the flower that's associated, and it's the 11th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Okay, there are five elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. That's fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. Water controls fire. So this is a circle. And this is how nature keeps things in balance. And this is how Chinese medicine works, of keeping everything in balance, where you're not necessarily, in ancient Chinese medicine, which I studied in nursing school when I was studying to be an RN. I had a wonderful teacher from China who taught us some of that, and she had mentioned that they don't, in the ancient system, they didn't give you a diagnosis that was, this is what you have and this is what's going to happen to you, where the observer is saying what's going to happen to you and changing it with their consciousness. No, they give you, this is what's going on, and this is a little bit out of balance, and this is a little bit out of balance, and a little bit too much dry, a little bit not enough moist, a little bit too much yin, not enough yang, or whatever, these kinds of things, and then treat those individual things, and then you will begin to get better if you adhere to doing these types of things. And they got they weren't paid the way the medical profession is paid today. They were paid with, if the people could work and build houses and tend to their animals and grow their food, then everybody was healthy, and then the doctor of the village could be fed if they were all healthy. So what did the doctor do? The doctor kept them healthy, right? So in a system where the more sick you are, the more money they make, not so good. But in a system where the more healthy you are, the more productive the doctor's life is, because he's cared for, because he cares for them, they care for him or her. It's probably, as far as I can tell, probably a better system. And I have been treated by Chinese medicine and had wonderful results with acupuncture and that kind of thing. But I digress. Just as a patient, that was my experience to help, some muscle aches, really was helpful for me. Now, so this is a circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance these 5 elements. Now, for fire, we have the attributes of joy, heat, bitter, and it's the tongue. For earth, we have worry, and it's damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, we have grief, dry, pungent, and nose. For water, we have fear, cold, salty, the ears. For wood, we have anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Now, disclaimers in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Information found in this document is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.